Have you ever, walked into an old, dusty room, maybe? Um, a forgotten antique shop or the back corner of some university library?
Yeah, or even just your grandparents' attic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you just get this sudden, strange sensation that something is hiding just out of sight, like the room itself is holding its breath.
Right, waiting for you to notice something. It's a very distinct psychological trigger, honestly.
Absolutely.
The air feels heavier, the acoustics change. It's like the silence feels intentional instead of just empty. You get
Yeah.
that prickle in the back of your neck.
Yeah, that feeling like your brain is picking up on anomalies your conscious mind hasn't even processed yet, like you're standing on the edge of a secret.
Definitely.
And that exact feeling is the whole foundation for what we are exploring today. We've got this fascinating piece of source material, an excerpt from a work of fiction called The Forgotten Chronicles.
It is such a brilliant piece of writing.
It really is. And our mission for this deep dive is a little different than our usual format. We are basically going to narrate the sequence of events of this story to you, step by step. We're following this young traveler who walks into a space exactly like we just described.
But we aren't just reading a summary, right?
Right, no. We are going to break down the mechanics of the world building as we go. We'll analyze the psychological weight of how the narrative escalates and figure out how this traveler accidentally just pulls the pin on the universe.
Yeah, we are going to follow the breadcrumbs of this mystery, precisely as the traveler experienced them, moving chronologically through the text. Because the brilliance of this excerpt isn't just in what happens.
Definitely not.
It's in how it weaponizes our expectations. It masterfully lulls you into the familiar, cozy tropes of a fantasy adventure, only to pull the rug out and plunge you into something that resembles, well, cosmic horror. It really demands to be unpacked in real time.
Okay, let's unpack this. So imagine you are this young traveler. You're stepping through these heavy wooden doors, right? Escaping a mundane, wet afternoon.
Because it's raining outside.
Yeah, it's pouring. And the text spends a lot of time establishing that sound. The rain is just whispering against the windows, acting as this white noise that instantly isolates the inside of this old bookstore from the modern city outside.
And the sensory shift the author uses here is, well, it's immediate and highly calculated. The text describes a warm, golden light wrapping around him the second he crosses the threshold.
Oh, I love that part.
Right. It's that perfect, comforting glow that signifies safety. You look up, and the shelves are towering endlessly toward the ceiling, stacked with forgotten stories, ancient maps, books that haven't been touched for decades.
It's designed to make you drop your guard.
Exactly. The architecture of the space makes the traveler, and you, the reader, completely relax.
And the smell. I mean, the air smells of dust and paper and time itself. It feels like a space perfectly frozen, completely insulated from reality.
So the traveler just wanders deeper and deeper into the aisles.
Totally relaxed. But then, deep in the stacks, surrounded by ordinary, unassuming books, something breaks the pattern.
Just a single dark blue volume sitting there.
And it's faintly glowing, which, is a bit of a red flag.
A huge one.
Yeah.
This is the inciting incident, and it functions as the ultimate psychological lure. The book doesn't scream for attention. It's just a soft, pulsing luminescence from within the pages themselves.
With the title, The Forgotten Chronicles, shimmering in stamped gold.
Yeah. And the traveler reaches out purely out of human curiosity.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what it is, only that it defies the established physics of a normal bookstore.
Right, and the moment his fingers touch the spine, the entire bookstore awakens. It is instantaneous. Blue energy bursts across the shelves like lightning traveling through water.
It's such a visceral image.
It really is. Think about the physics of what's being described here.
Yeah.
Have you ever, run your hand across the glass of an old cathode ray tube TV and felt that intense, hair-raising jolt of static electricity?
Oh, sure, the electrostatic discharge,
Yeah.
where your hand basically acts as a ground for a built-up electrical charge.
Exactly that, but magnified to this mystical, room-altering scale. The glass of the TV isn't generating the electricity ray, it's just the surface where the accumulated charge meets a grounding object.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. In this scene, the traveler is the grounding object for an entire room that has been holding a dormant magical charge for centuries. He literally just shocked the room into waking up.
That's a great way to put it. And the physical space reacts violently to that discharge. Ancient symbols flash across the wooden shelves.
Which reveals that the ordinary wood was, what, camouflaging something?
Exactly, camouflaging a complex, magical interface. Loose pages from forgotten books are suddenly caught in this violent spiral, whipping into the air all around him. The warm, comforting lamps start flickering wildly.
It's pure chaos.
Pure chaos. And underneath all of it, unseen voices begin whispering from the shadows.
But then as quickly as the chaos erupted, there is total silence. The pages just fall. The lamps steady. The whispers vanish. And honestly, I'd argue the sudden silence is far more terrifying than the chaos.
Oh, without a doubt. It is more terrifying because the silence isn't a return to normalcy. It's the anticipation of a mechanical shift.
Like a deep breath before the plunge.
Right. The silence is immediately followed by a deep physical rumble that literally shakes the floorboards. The towering bookshelf directly in front of him, the one that held the glowing blue book, slowly slides aside.
Now, this is your classic hidden door trope. But what it reveals absolutely shatters that cozy bookshop illusion we had going. It reveals a hidden stone passage. And pouring out of that darkness is a cold blue light.
A stark contrast to the warm golden light from before.
Exactly. And I have a major problem with the traveler's survival instincts here, by the way. He's standing at the top of a dark, unnatural stone staircase. The logical human response is to put the glowing book down and run out the front door into the rain. Why does he go down?
Well, what's fascinating here is how the text explains that pull. It's not just foolish bravery. The environment has completely shifted from comforting human architecture to something impossibly ancient and geological.
Right, which totally isolates him.
It does. But the book in his hands is still glowing. The magic is acting as an anchor. The descent isn't presented as a choice, really. It's presented as a gravitational pull. He just clutches the book tightly against his chest, and he starts to descend.
Just wild. So as he walks down, the passage begins to react. The runes carved into the stone walls illuminate one by one as he passes them.
Almost like an ancient biometric scanner waking up because the key is present.
Yeah, and these aren't random decorative shapes either. Some resemble star charts, others look like strange creatures, and others are clearly lost languages.
He is literally walking through a dormant history that is booting up specifically for him.
That's such a cool concept.
The descent is mesmerizing. It's pulling him deeper beneath the earth, stripping away the last lingering warmth of the mundane world above. The isolation just becomes absolute.
It really does.
And right at the peak of this psychological isolation, in the quiet cold of this endless stairwell, the author introduces an incredible auditory scare. A single whisper.
But the whisper doesn't come from the dark passage ahead, right? And it doesn't come from the walls. It comes directly from the book he's holding against his chest.
That's the best part.
The book whispers, "At last."
Which implies sentience. The artifact isn't just a tool. It has agency, and it has been waiting.
Creepy.
Very. And that whisper leads him to the bottom of the stairs, which opens up into a vast underground chamber. The scale of this place completely defies the city above it. The ceiling is supported by colossal pillars. The floor is cracked, and running through those cracks are rivers of that same glowing blue energy, flowing like subterranean lava.
And right in the center of this massive space stands a gigantic circular door carved from solid black stone. And right in the center of that door is the exact same symbol that is on the cover of the blue book.
The connection is undeniable. The book is the key.
And without warning, the volume in his hands bursts open all by itself.
The pages start flipping furiously, basically feeding him a torrent of information. It flashes visions directly into his mind: burning kingdoms, terrifying shadow creatures, impossible cosmic battles.
Just a total overload.
Yeah. And finally, the pages stop on a single vision: a figure standing before the very same black stone door. And the figure is him.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The book is acting as a real-time mirror. The magic didn't just pull him into a story, it's integrated him into its system.
Exactly. He is part of it now.
Right. And right as he processes that he is the variable in this equation,